Hey guys, Jeffries here, and welcome back to FMTB. And boy, has a lot changed since we were last here. We have won both our matches since the last episode, and we've scored 5 goals in both of them. Yemi has carried on with his scoring rate. 2 in the game before last against Maidenhead. Also 2 for Kissock and 1 for Irvine. And in the last match, 2 goals for Tunkara and a hat-trick for Irvine. Fantastic performance from everybody. And if I go to the league, we are top. We are a point clear at the top. Admittedly, Boreham would have a game in hand, and the teams below them have 2 games in hand over us. But providing we can keep up our momentum, we should be doing very, very well come the end of the season. As for now, we have a home match against Margate, which you all knew was coming. It is FA Cup. We are going to clear unavailable players. Let's take out Sankofa as well. There is a way of doing this. I don't like this new interface still. I think it's still missing something. I don't know what, but it's missing something. Why have we got 2 keepers on the bench? We haven't. We've got 1 keeper on the bench. Atkins. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Rissa is unavailable because he's in on international duty, as is Kujabi. Let's have a look at the lineup anyway. So we've got Gune in goal, and we've got Cabmore, Ngoy, Johnson, Driver. And then midfield we've got Kasabeya and Abdullah. The attacking midfield we've got Irvine, Kissock and Mills, and then up front we've got Yemi Odebaid. And then on the bench we've got Ngasa, Torres, Robinson, Tunkara, Hills, Deering and Atkins. Is there anyone else in midfield we could put in? Spiller's not really fit enough yet. Maybe Torres? I'm just thinking Kasabeya has been a bit of a liability. In fact, his... is it even on here? No, his game to win ratio was pretty poor just now. It's gone up a little bit because he's won the last 2 games. Or we've won the last 2 games with him in the team. Before that, I think it was 0%, which really isn't very good. I'm not really a superstitious person, but when you look at that and you realise that it says 0%, it does make you think twice about whether you want them in the team or not. So, he's on the bench for this one. We can always bring him off the bench if we need an anchor man in the midfield to play alongside Abdullah. For now, I'm happy with the team how it is. Right, looking for a good early start. In the last match, Irvine scored within a minute. Actually set a record for the fastest goal. I think it was 12 seconds before he scored. He's obviously not going to beat that today. We are 5 minutes in, and we're going to have to come from a goal behind because Jamie Taylor has just scored. Gune caught out again on the rebound. I'm getting a little bit tired of that happening, in all honesty. A little bit tired of that happening. Again, it was a long-range shot there from Williams. Should have done a lot better. At least pick himself up. Something I've always had a bugbear about with this game is if a goalkeeper dives. In real life, a goalkeeper, if they've dived the wrong way or they've made a dive and then had to make a second save, they're straight up on their feet. They're straight over, diving in again, trying to make the save. Whereas on here, there's always that period of delay where they hit the deck, and there's a good 3 to 4 seconds before they even look as though they're going to try and get up again. And it's always within that period of time that the ball comes back for the rebound and the goal goes in. And, you know, it really annoys me. It really annoys me, because if they change that animation just a little bit, it would make all the difference. The number of goals would probably be halved if they changed that. As a consequence, we're now losing at half time because of that. And we need this cup run. Something has to change. Who's not playing well? Abdullah, funnily enough, is playing poorly, so we're going to bring on Kasabeya for him. Driver is injured. We've got Hills on the bench, though. Hills is in pretty good condition, actually, so we'll bring him on. And we'll start the second half. Now, Tunkara scoring twice in the last match. That's put him in good stead, actually. I'm looking forward to bringing him on more regularly in the team. Especially Barnes Homer. I said a couple of episodes ago that he had a bit of a hissy fit, wanted to leave. So it looks like Odubade and Tunkara will be our two main hitmen this season. So the fact that they're both in form, they've both scored in the last 2 games, that puts us in good stead for the next few matches, having 2 strikers who have a recent history of scoring goals. Especially as it looks like Yemi's going to have to come off soon. Again, not having the best of games. There's Kissock. That's a brilliant through ball to Irvine. There's the shot. Oh, Bull with the save. And throw in. I'd have liked to have seen a cross there from Irvine. Although, a few matches ago he did have a cross that went in, so at least an attempt at a cross would have been better. Alright, Tunkara coming on, as is Deering for Kissock. I can't make any more subs. Of course I can't, because I made 2 at half time. Okay, Tunkara. I think I've left it too late to make this sub, to be honest. Yes, it looks like I've left it far too late. Oh dear. We've got a minute left. If we can get a decent cross into the box, we might still have a chance. I'll take a replay. I will take a replay. But right now, we can't even get it to that stage. Looks like this is going to be it. Last chance. Come and gone. There's the ball played forward. Poor defending again from Cadmore, playing way too far inside. Yeah, they're just going to pass it round now. Although Johnson has got the kick forward there. If Tunkara's a little bit quicker... Oh, he's through. Come on. Yes! Get in! Well, there you go, guys. The 93rd minute. Umar Tunkara gets the ball. Oh, look at that for a celebration as well. That was just a speculative punt. More of a clearance than anything from Johnson. Poor defending by them, flicking it on like that. Great play from Tunkara. Took it round the keeper. Thought he might have opened the angle up a little bit too much for him. Great placement into that top corner. Wow. What an end to this match. And it's not actually over yet. There is still... Okay, now it's over. I was about to say there might still be a chance to grab a winner, but looks like we're going to another replay. Let's have a look at when that replay is, shall we? God, I am unlocking achievements left, right and centre at the moment. Ooh, it's the very next game. So let's do what we did in the last episode and keep this going. Skip forward to that replay and play it through. So it's going to be an extended episode by the looks of things. I'm going to let my assistant pick the lineup for the next match because I obviously got something wrong somewhere. The subs I made the difference. So it's almost worth giving them a go from the start, actually. So maybe I don't need the assistant to pick the team for me. Let's skip through all this crap. Come on, there we go. Alright, so we now got Margate away. We actually did better in the last round in the away tie than we did in the home tie. Right, Yemi's out for 2 to 3 weeks, so that means we're going to have to start with Tunkara anyway. Let's renew Johnson's loan. I hope he accepts, because he's been one of our better players, as you saw. He technically got the assist for that goal. Okay. Okay, right. So Driver out, Hills in. Or are these guys back? No, they're not back yet. Okay. Who else? Tunkara up front instead of Odubade, which means we need... who have we got on the bench? Suppose it'll have to be Barnes Homer. Here you are, goal win. So the lowest is Casabella, funnily enough, but he changed the game when he came on. So we're going to have to start him as well. Who's got the highest? It's a tie between Gune, Mills, Tunkara. Can anyone beat that in the reserves? Deering, 67%. Kujabi, 83%. He's got the highest. And Gargan's got 100%. But he's only played, I think, one game for us, so that doesn't really count. Right, I'm going to stop wasting time. We need to start this match. So, Gune, Hills, Johnson, Ngoy, Cadmore, Torres, Casabella, Kissick, Mills, Irvine, Tunkara. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do this. Get a good performance under our belts. This cup run, it will keep us motivated for our league run as well. If we can keep our league performances up, we'll have two good fronts to attack from. FA Trophy starting soon as well, I believe. That'll put us in good stead. That's the one that I'm aiming for, really. I mean, the FA Cup is good, don't get me wrong. It's a big payday for non-league clubs. But the FA Trophy is the one where we can get the successes. Oh yes, Tunkara. Brilliant goal. 3rd minute. His 4th of the season. It's only his 3rd appearance for us, I believe. 3rd or 4th appearance. I think it's his first start for us, though. This is a brilliant spread ball out wide from Kissick to Hills. Great cross, first time, near post run from Tunkara. 1-0 Whitehawk. We've got a very, very good squad here now. I was talking about it before, about building the team, well, building the tactics and then putting the players into that tactic. And it's starting to work now. See the way Kissick picks the ball up? Dishes it out wide. The only area where it's not really working is our defence, as you saw there. 3 minutes after scoring, we go and concede. Well, 4 minutes technically after scoring, we go and concede. Ryan Moss with the goal. Big gap there. First time shot. Don't really know what Gune was doing. Some kind of Matrix bullet time kind of thing. That wasn't very good. That was pretty poor, actually. Gonna have to revisit that. Have a look at the defence. I might set up some individual player instructions for them, see if that changes anything. Ooh, Casabella's ball there, very nearly knocked on by Tunkara. There's that gap in the midfield again. Kissick coming deep for it. Mills missing out there. But there's a bit of a gap. That time there's a gap between the back four and the midfield. Before that, there was a gap between the midfield and Kissick. They always seem to be either too high up the pitch or too deep. There's no in between. There's no perfect area for them. They're either too far or not far enough. Something I'm going to have to work on off camera, I think. Just tweaking that a little bit. Just a tiny bit. It might even be just fiddling with team instructions. See if I can get the defence to push a little higher. That might make the midfield go a bit further up the field too. Okay, Rent's on the ball on this left-hand side. Cadmore with the challenge and comes out with it. Good clean challenge there, even if he left his man on the deck. There's Kissick on the ball. Again, spread it well. Just needed Mills to be that little bit higher up the field. Still dropping a bit too deep. Need to get them up the pitch more. There might even be a team talk tactic for that. Yeah, push forward. There's Tunkara. Oh, yes. Another near post finish. He's turning into a good little signing for us as well, actually, Tunkara. Him and Odebaid. If we can get them both up front in a 4-4-2, that'd be pretty good. That was Irvine beating his man there. Swings it into the near post. Good first touch. Fantastic goal. Again, Irvine makes the difference. He really does on that right hand side. If we could have someone just as good as him on the left hand side, we'll be unbeatable. At the moment, Mills is a bit of a tight fit because, I mean, in my eyes, he's not really a winger at all. He's playing on the left hand side because he can play on the left hand side according to his stats. If it was up to me, I'd have him as a sub striker. I think that's where he suits most. That's where he started for us, first game of the season. So I think we need to bring in a left winger. I need to look at the loan list and see if there's any decent left wingers out there. The one I used to bring in was Jordan Sanderson, and you might remember him. He scored against us a few games ago. Can't remember who for now. Was it Ebbsfleet? Something like that. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to bring him in. I'll have to see who else is available. In the meantime, there's Kissick to Tunkara. There's Mills. Good finish from him, Danny Mills. That's why I want him up front, because he can score goals like that. He came a long way inside and a long way up the pitch to score that goal. Good vision by Tunkara to spot him as well. Good anticipation first of all from Kissick to get the ball there. And Tunkara, he's on a hat-trick. He could have easily taken the shot on himself, but he decided to square it, do the decent thing, give Mills the goal. And that's how I know that we've got some good team cohesion going on. There's no selfish nature in this team. Everyone seems to gel and work together towards the same common cause. It looks like it worked out pretty well for us too. And we are still conceding goals. I'd like to keep the clean sheets. See there, Taylor. Is it offside? Yes, we got away with that one. So we are still conceding goals, but at the moment we're doing what Newcastle used to do in the 90s, was we score one more goal than you. And you know, it worked for them to a point, and it's working for us to a point. At least I know that the attack is fine. There's not much wrong with the attack right now. We managed to score the goal that we needed in the last game to get us to where we are now, and we've scored 3 in this game to push us further on towards the next round. So it's the defence that we need to work on in the future. Players like Robinson, can we keep hold of them? Do we need them? Again, I don't see him as a left winger, which is our problem position really in terms of attacking. In terms of defending, I think it's just tactical. I don't think the players, there's nothing wrong with the players. Ngoy and Johnson are good centre-backs for this league. And Gune is a very good keeper. Cadmore is maybe a weak link at right-back, but Sankofa's injured at the moment, so that's why he's there. Driver and Hills are very, very good left-backs, and Kunjabi, when he plays as well, very, very good left-back. For me, my ideal back four would be Kunjabi at left-back, Ngoy and Johnson across the back, and then Driver at right-back. That's my ideal back four. And once we get the tactics sorted out as well, make sure that the centre-backs don't push too far up the pitch or split. That's the worst thing, is when they split. One plays the striker on side whilst the other one's trying to play the offside trap. That's really... that's a lack of communication right there. If we can avoid that, we should be okay. Not just for this match, but in the long run too. Maybe even if we get promoted, we could keep the same back four and it work out. Right, Gune's not really coming forward for this sweeper keeper role. That also bothers me. It means the defence has got to do more work. The whole point of a sweeper keeper is, especially ones like that, Johnson didn't have to chase that ball down because Gune could have come out and cleared it himself. It saves on stamina, it also saves on miscommunication and errors. That's the whole point of it, and at the moment it's not really happening. There's Kissick with the drive, and it's 4-1. Again, well played by Tunkara to hold the ball up there. We'll have a look at the replay of that. Irvine, great header inside. Tunkara holds it up. I don't think there was an issue as to whether that was a penalty or not. I think it was a fair challenge from the defender. Just happened to bounce in the way of Kissick, and he drilled it into that bottom corner. Fair play. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the way we attack at the moment. It works. We had one solid attack in the last match and we scored from it. We've had 4 really good chances in this game and we've scored them. We've only had 6 shots on target and we've scored 4 of them. So that shows you how strong our attack is. In terms of possession, Margate are actually on top. So again, I mean, it shows, I'd like to have more possession, but it shows that we are making the most of our possession, which is good in some respects. If we had more of the ball, we'd probably do more with it. So I'll take that as a positive. We've committed far less fouls, which is also good. I'll take that as a very strong positive. What else? Tackles 1. 92% of our tackles we've won. Now that is very, very strong. Considering I criticise our defence a lot, like again, Taylor there missing out. The fact that we've won 23 of our 25 tackles, it just shows we're not tackling enough, rather than our tackling isn't strong enough. We need to make more challenges. Like there, we just stood off him. Gonna have to close down more. Aerial challenges, 78%. His crosses completed. I mean, okay, we are still beating Margate, but 15%. 3 out of our 19 crosses have connected. We need to improve on that one. And passes is only 70%. That needs to go. In fact, it's dropped to 69% now. That definitely needs to come up. Oh, great. Irvine's injured. I hope it's not serious. Does it say what it is? No. Okay, we'll bring Robinson on. Second sub of the game. Just try and see this out now, really. 4-2 victory. It's not bad. Considering we only forced a replay in the 93rd minute. I'd say scoring 4 goals in the second leg away from home. That's pretty decent. Oh, if Robinson had got a better connection there. If he'd flicked that through to Tunkara. I'd like him to score a hat-trick. I think he deserves it. I didn't think he was that good for Stevenage, Tunkara. I think he was one league above where he should have been. Trying to play in League 1, it wasn't really working out. I think he's a good League 2 striker. I'm not sure whether my scouts and coaches would agree with that, but that's my personal opinion. And he's definitely doing the job for us here. So I'd like to give him a chance. If we get promoted, I'd like to hold on to him. Definitely. Him and Oderbade. I can see Oderbade being weaker next season. Not just because we got promoted, but also because he's getting older as well. Stats tend to decline once you reach about the age of 30, which is where he is now. So I can see Tunkara being one of our main hitmen. See if we can bring in another striker in January to compensate in case one of them loses form. Oh wow, and Goy. That is terrible. Gave that ball to Spicer. Gifted it to him. He did so well to chest that down as well, and then just ran away from it. Spicer actually stole that off Taylor. Make of that what you will. Wow. I'm really disappointed with Ngoy there. Really disappointed. So that's gone from quite a convincing scoreline to a nervous one. I'm going to have to take a look at him as well. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to do that off camera now, though, guys, because we've hit 22 minutes. This episode is a very, very long one. So I am going to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed watching it. And until next time, I will see you soon.